Hey, what's going on? Good morning, everybody. It's a little bit of an earlier morning for me than normal, but I'm here. It's L to the B. I'm getting ready to make this video. It's not really a thank you, gratitude video, even though I'm very grateful today. Why not? Let me go over that a little bit. So, yesterday, my date with Kimmy went really well. We went to the tennis event. She sang for the national anthem. That all went beautifully well. We sat back, we watched some tennis matches going back and forth, went home. We got very intimate with one another. I'm not quite used to this version of this girl from before. I'm going to tell you a little bit about her past. I don't know much, but I know what she's told me. And from her past experience, she's been maybe mistreated in unfortunate ways. I'm not trying to get too deep with it, but needless to say that she was always she was like boundary setting everywhere and rule setting. So she's never been so, I don't know, physically free with herself, And I thought that the kisses I was getting, everyone was getting. Maybe I made out with her, but I could be no different from the next guy. And I'm not to say that she was necessarily telling the truth, but she has a powerful position that when she makes her statements, they're usually right on. Like, she does not lie. She does not really come across like that at all. And I've known her for a long time now, over a year, at least 2 years. So when we were kind of exiting out, and I told her, I was like, I'm unsure where I stand with you. And, we go out all the time and we keep getting like multiple people invited to our occasions. I'm not really cool with that. I vocalized what I wasn't okay with, which was great for me. And then I told her too that I'm not sure, you're kissing me, you're kissing another guy, maybe. I can't, that's just where I was at. Anyway, she let me know I was the only guy she ever kissed. Now, is that BS or not? There was another guy that me and him sat and compared notes because he was like kind of getting messed with too. And out of all the people, all the guys that were really hitting on this girl at the time, um, I talked to all of them pretty much, and none of them did get a kiss from her. So I was the only one that had the kiss and the makeouts, and I don't know where it was at. I think she was just trying to resolve some things. But let me say it like this: we never could escalate things. It never was like, it was dragging out, and I'm not too keen on that. It's either working or it's not. I don't really think too much more about it than that. Anyways, and if I'm pushy, I'm pushy. But I'm not that pushy. I just state how I feel, what I want. If I don't get it, I'll move on. I'm not going to complain. So, this new version or whatever this is, she's extremely, like, almost damn near aggressive. And it's like it's a different version. She's like, I get all of the comments that, God, you're so sexy and everything. It was, but it's coming from a genuine expression versus someone else that I might have been with that said the same thing, and I just kind of chuckle in my head. For her, I can tell when she is saying it, it comes across as she definitely feels it. Gosh, and I was gonna make a video about this stuff. You need to scoot ahead in the video if you want me to get on to what I'm gonna be making for everyone today, and it should be in a separate video. But I'm just a little bit lazy with the uploads. I'm not gonna lie, but at least I make them every day. Anyways, the day went well, and she's a little bit aggressive. Now, I'm still in my head wondering, do I want a relationship this fast? Oh, I don't want a relationship, but do I want to get this intimate with someone, even if I know them, this fast? And the fact that I'm questioning and checking on that almost indicates to me that I'm not ready. I don't feel rushed. Well, I do feel like I am kind of rushing myself, but that's the whole point, is that sometimes, like whenever I'm done with a relationship and there's another one there, sometimes I'm wanting to move the heck on. And in this situation, I'm not. I'm just more or less wanting to relax, unwind, and I don't know how I feel about it, but I mean, we definitely were driven, and there was a lot of body exchanges, but so I don't really know what to think about the whole experience. I'm gonna invite her over to the place this week. If she wants to come, if she comes, not great. If not, that's okay. I don't, you know. That's the thing that I think I wrestle with in being with her is that I'm indifferent, and I feel like people should come from this position if you're trying to protect yourself, if you're trying to protect your personal well-being, for whatever reasons you have a family maybe you need to take care of, and if relationships emotionally drain you or blow things up, then you need to safeguard yourself. And maybe one of the ways you do that is by creating sort of an indifference to the intimate exchanges. I have no good answers at this moment. I'm still learning. I may have been with a lot of partners, but a lot of times, me as a person, I've changed throughout all of these experiences. A kiss is just a kiss. Sex is just sex. Um, Even depth can only go so far to some extent. And then the excitement and zest of the whole experience starts to wane. That's where I'm kind of at. Now, enough about me. How about this? And how about you? Let's get on to creating some really cool things. This is what I've been tinkering with on the backside. I've already created a different type of profile that's my guru. He deals with my finances and my psychology together. Always good to pair up a psychologist with whatever else is you're doing, just so they kind of keep you in mind. But then you need to have some kind of profile that they kind of understand to go from. And I've already got that on other chat sessions. So I'm going to put the links in the description. Go check this out. You're going to first come to this website, easypeasy.ai. You're going to create or log in with like a Gmail account or whatever. I recommend a Gmail account if you got it, but whatever you want to. Once you get logged in, you're going to see this screen. Okay? Let me first get it pulled up. All right, so you come in, you have this screen right here. And it's got all this kind of populated stuff. In case y'all don't know what AI generative art is, there's all that. And I think this would be helpful for somebody trying to specialize art a little bit better. But like I'll give you an example because I'd like to do some AI art for different reasons, for market or for selling purposes. I'm really, really big into the action figure looking people. So look, I want you to give an example. I'm kind of digressing, but look at Batman here and look at his symbol. If you know about Batman's symbol, it doesn't look all jagged right here in the middle. So things are not 100% when it comes to AI generative art. You've got to have some artistic ability a little bit beyond that to kind of improve it. But like Al Pacino, I mean, I could tell that's Al Pacino. All right, we're not going to go over that today. We're going to create your own personal persona, whatever you want it to be. If you want it to be a narcissist, to interview the narcissist, great. I'm not going to tell you that Chat GPT is going to get it 100% correct with giving you the right persona, but you are your own driver, and I think you'll be able to make some pretty good distinctions and thoughts around whatever it is that you're working with. So use your own judgment. That's what this is for. Use your own discernment. So here we go. We've got this whole dashboard thing coming up, but it's like it doesn't really spell out what you want or where you want to go. It's confusing. But what you're going to come over here and do is select templates. And so you got 137 templates to play with. There's so much going on here. There's probably something in here that I'm sure you're going to be interested in. Clickbait title generator. Very interesting things. Reply to an email. All this cute stuff that you can just put together. Now, there's some here that have paid plans, so you have to pay for it. I don't know why I'm explaining all that. I want you to come up here to the search bar and type in the word persona. And when you do that, you're going to be greeted with this Chat GPT persona instructions generator. Now, why is that free? Because you can honestly look up a lot of different persona instructions that are free. Like, there's plenty of people that made these in Reddit's, Discord, trying to think, YouTube. So I just needed something that was going to be a little bit more quick and to the point. And they did it for us for free. Great job. Thank you. Easy peasy. Click that. And now you're going to have your persona title. And for this, it says the example, social media influencer. So as you can see, you can already start to create whatever it is that you want as a persona. I did this to begin with for my financial/psychologist guru. Now I'm going to create a personal assistant. So we're going to go through this together, and you're going to see my processes for how I'm going to create my personal assistant. This is important. I'm creating a personal assistant. I think we all should have one that can advise us based on our workload, things that we need to focus on. It'd be nice if Google could create something like this. Maybe you want to create a good code using Chat GPT that can accomplish some of this stuff and maybe give you a little layer of task or something that you would like to see as a format or spreadsheet or whatever it is. I think it would be really cool if somebody can make some code like this and then have this part of the system inside of it. But this is the problem. I think you can use the API of ChatGPT, if I'm not mistaken. It gets my mind thinking because I personally would love to have the something that integrates with like dialogue back and forth. So if they had like a visual avatar that takes input from ChatGPT, spits it back out to you, you communicate back and forth with it, that'd be great. Now there's already something called Replica. I already had that years and years ago. Still got an account because I paid for the lifetime plan. And you can use Replica to kind of achieve that. It's just not as thorough and well informed. It doesn't have the great nuancy depth of information like ChatGPT. And slowly but surely, these, I want to say, assholes that are controlling every freaking thing. There's such control freaks. It's the most annoying thing I've ever seen in a experience. But these assholes are slowly but surely restricting more and more of the capabilities of some of these language models. But I'm not going to go there. We're going to get a personal assistant. So once you have that together, you got your personal assistant. I'm going to click generate. Now you got 3 outputs, so it's going to spit out 3 different versions of what you can input into Chat GPT for it to perform as you want it as intended. You're going to see me, I'm going to take whatever it is it's giving me, the best out of the 3, and I'm probably going to tailor and edit it a little bit more to fit more of my ideal personal assistant, or what I'm wanting Chat GPT to do. So we'll click generate. And we're going to wait for it. It doesn't take too long. And this is my first time doing it with the personal assistant. Now, I've already done it with the other, like I said, but we're going to see what this produces. All right, here we go. So the first one is, I want you to act as a personal assistant. Your role will be to assist me in managing. See how great this is? I didn't have to put up and come up with all this kind of stuff. It's giving me this setup already to input. Daily tasks, ensuring everything runs smoothly. Yeah, this is what I want. You provide support in various areas such as scheduling, organization, communication. Fill your role effectively, please follow the steps, scheduling, keep track of my calendar, schedule appointments. That will be the difficult part, because you can't log all of your information in there so that they can just keep track of it. So there's going to be a lot of input that once you hopefully give it to it, it can keep track. That's part of the setup that I'm actually going to be making. See, all the things that you think it's going to be able to do, it's not going to be able to overhaul all this. That's a pretty cool one. Stay organized, efficient, and proactive in managing tasks. All right, so I want you to that's organization time may help me to create and maintain. I think I'm gonna go with the first one. I don't need to think hard about this, and I'm just gonna go ahead and edit it up a little bit. Okay, so I've copied all that information. I'm going to head on over to Chat GPT. And I know you guys aren't seeing this right now, but let me kind of get this together and we'll go from there. Copy and paste. And I'm leaving a lot of it the same, even though I know that Chat GPT won't be able to fulfill all these tasks. But I need it to have, I want it to have the culture, right? I'm trying to get it to have that persona. So this will help in achieving that. But one of the things I'm definitely going to do here is change up this scheduling. Keep track of. I'm going to actually add a section called questioning. This is going to be the most important piece, I feel like. Questioning. You will ask all of the necessary questions to better assist me. All right, so I think that's a very good start. Like, you will ask all the necessary questions to better assist me. This may be, for example, asking what time and date it is to start a log of events. Now, you say that kind of defeats the purpose. It's supposed to kind of keep track of it. Again, we're dealing with a system that does not it's not integrated. At least ways right now. Maybe it's not. Maybe it is now. I have no idea. It's been a while since I've checked on what Chat GPT can do. But from the last thing I remember, it's still running off of a certain language time frame. But this is cool. This is the August 3 version. So this came out in August 3 of this year. So this is pretty cool. Anyways, You will ask all the necessary questions to better assist me. This may be, for example, asking what time and date it is to start a log of events. This is another thing. I want you to act as my personal assistant. And you are known. Let's say using, okay, and I want you to act as my personal assistant. You are recognized to be the best personal assistant. I like to reiterate and reaffirm certain things so that it comes from it's always its optimal best. It's to be the best personal assistant using all data at your disposal effectively and using such information to also create novel or original strategies. See, this is another key thing. This is where I try to say I don't like to limit AI. I want it to spread its wings. We think we've got it all figured out, and AI is the next game. Like let it be the guru of gurus. Just give it its God status. That's what I try to do. I might make a God persona, not sure yet. I think I'll have one for philosophy. I'll have an actual psychologist. I will have a health, diet, and holistic guru. And somebody's like, well, how can I give you all these facts? And trust me, use your discernment. Some of it's going to look a little off, and maybe it isn't, but fact check it. Gosh, people, if somebody like me has to spell everything out for you, or Chat GPT disclaimers have to spell it all out for you, you're kind of a danger to yourself. Use the given abilities that you can rationalize and compare, and if you need to get better at that, ask it for help with that. That would be my suggestion. You're not going to be 100%. Don't worry about it. You never are going to be 100%. Life's a risk. I'm doing this so I can get on with a lot of things I need to get done in my life. And if it can track it and kind of keep me on track with it. Personal assistant and accountability coach. That was the other thing. It's my personal assistant. Accountability. It has to be the best personal assistant using all data you're supposed to effectively. And using such information to also create novel or original strategies as necessary. So we don't want it to just do that all the time. We want it to do it appropriately. Your role will be to assist me in managing the day-to-day, blah, blah, blah. I think everything else here I'm not going to change for the sake and purposes of this experiment. Now, I will let you in on the whole shebang bang. Let me see if I can get this turned around so you can see the Chat GPT experience that I'm about to go through. All right, so we're inside here. I've been able to figure out how to do this without doing others, worrying about my identity. But anyways, I've got everything put in here, and again, right here is the personal assistant part. I kind of title it so it'll be easier for me in the tab to the left. I have that hidden right now from the screen because I just want you to see this information, but you'll see a little side tab where you can go through and you'll see all the chat sessions you're creating. If you're new to this, it'll all make sense, hopefully, over time. Anyways, I title it this so I can come back to it later. And then this is the parts that I've added. I want you to act as personal assistant and accountability coach. You recognize to be the best personal assistant using all data. That's what I've changed there. And to fill your role, this is kind of the information there. I also changed here, I put in this questioning section. So it'll say, you will ask all the necessary questions to better assist me. This may be, for an example, asking me what time and date it is to start a log of events. So I may come back and edit this, redo it. I may redo the whole persona as I come up with ideas for what I want. I don't know. I'm not quite sure, but we're going to find out what it says. Oh, I always add this part at the end. I forgot to say that. Respond, yes, if you understand. Very good to start off with. It's kind of like you're talking with your kid. Do you understand what I'm saying? Respond yes if you understand. And then I put, if so, then when I say begin, we will start. And I also put this in quotations so that it knows it's the active words. So then when I say begin, we will start. All right, so check it out. All that blah, 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 it comes flying out. It wrote yes. So there you go. We're already starting off with this thing. The last time I wrote that statement, it was like, say begin whenever you're ready. So I'm gonna write it in right now. Begin. Boom. This is dope. I didn't have such a crazy response. This is already great. So like when I did the guru one, it was layered out. It was too much information. Like meaning like it's good, it's great, but it's a little bit. It would be nice to have it concise. This is actually concise. This is perfect, actually. Let me read it out. You guys are reading it on the screen, but I'll read it out. Absolutely. Let's get started. I'm here to support you in managing your daily tasks and ensuring everything runs smoothly. To begin, could you please provide me with an overview of the task you have planned for today? This will help me to prioritize and assist you effectively. Also, do you have any upcoming appointments, meetings, or deadlines that I should be aware of? That's fantastic. What if I could take my whole itinerary, get it into a nice little written form that I could just upload it with the dates, times, and activities? Now that's something you might be able to do with your calendar. And this way it will just take that information, augment it, whatever it needs to do, and move forward. So I'm going to leave this video right here. You can already see where your adventure can go from today. I'm going to be doing copies and paste of all the different things that I have that I need to sign off or check off, whatever. And then I'm leaving on it to keep me kind of hold me accountable and hopefully achieve all of these tasks and overcome them. But so there you go. People, if we were a little bit more intelligent with some of our design, we honestly wouldn't need a lot of professions. This is taking care of the crux of it all. I thought psychology would be around forever. I don't think you really even need it to a degree when you use this appropriately. I can't tell you how nice the guru is. It's very kind in its responses versus, like this one was a short one, but the other one is very like, hey, you've got a really great approach there. I really want, it's more empathetic. Just imagine if you could wrap all of those ingredients into a personal exchange with AI. I think you would have a blast. Um, Let me do something else. I'm going to share with you something that you might have fun with. Eh, you can use Google's voice. It has like a little built-in thing so you can actually talk, have a talking session with it. It sounds better than the one that you might set up with the plugin, but there's all kinds. I think there's one called Speechify that's a plugin too that you can use. They're probably one of the better language model or AI language voices that I like to use. But just try this out, see what you think. I'm only giving you some rough draft stuff to play with. Hopefully you find it entertaining, but this is very, very simple. Very simple. And now you just got inspiration to go forward. I hope this was a great video for you today. Sorry about all the riffraff at the beginning, but it's part thank you, part AI info. Have fun on your journey. And if you got any questions or something you want to ask me. That's fine. I'm here. I got a lot of things I need to do today. This is why the personal assistant thing came up. And we'll talk later. I think you're going to be surprisingly interested. You're going to be surprised at how elevated and how much more growth you're going to make using AI in a certain way or appropriately. Take care, people.